I am on two phone plans. I have an AT&T GoPhone SIM, and I am also on a family plan with Verizon Wireless. No, I do not have a 4G LTE device, but I'm using this SIM as an example that I'm going to get to in just a moment. Which of the two do I like better? Actually, I like AT&T. Come on. There we go. The reason I like AT&T is because of the fact that I'm on their prepaid service and they are a GSM network, which stands for Global System for Mobile Communication. Yes, that technology is 20 years old. Yes, it is in need of an upgrade. That's where LTE comes in. But the flexibility of GSM is immense. Currently, I'm using my GoPhone SIM with a Just 5 phone that I really absolutely love. However, if I wanted to go to an Android device but I didn't want to sign up for a contract, GSM gives me that flexibility. As long as I stick to a Wi-Fi connection, I could in theory go ahead and purchase for full price. Now, yes, it would be expensive, but I could go ahead and get an Android-based phone even overseas, as long as it's compatible with our United States bands. It doesn't matter if it would be compatible with the data networks because I would not be using them anyway. But GSM just gives you infinite flexibility. LTE is supposed to, but it doesn't. And let me explain why. First of all, there are a lot of spectrum, I believe, a lot of different bands of spectrum that are being regulated to the carriers. I believe it's supposed to be at least 20, which I think is immense. Nobody can seem to agree on one thing. They are intent on keeping you locked in. That's the other reason I hate my Verizon contract plan. And the only reason I'm keeping it is because the majority of my family are on Verizon, and it's just cheaper that way in terms of communicating with them, because if I didn't, if I went with the AT&T GoPhone exclusively, yes, I know I can get $40 unlimited, but I'm not quite at that stage yet where I'd be willing to go that far. As a result, it would cost me 10 cents a minute. And I primarily have the GoPhone because a lot of my friends are on AT&T, and a lot of my family are on Verizon, so go figure. But LTE is not going to cure this issue with GSM's outdated technology. Yes, it is, but you're going to lose some of the flexibility with it, which I think is a real bummer. Also, Verizon's LTE network has been about as reliable as a 1980s Chrysler. In other words, it crashes a lot. I've heard lots of problems with it. And what bugs me is they just can't agree on a single standard. And I know why that is. It's because the carriers, at least, especially here in the United States, are so intent on keeping you locked in. They don't want to lose you as a customer because essentially you're giving them your money. You're part of their bottom line, and that's all they care about. That's the other reason I love my GoPhone prepaid SIM and prepaid plans in general. You don't feel like you're with the contract plans like Verizon and on LTE. I think you well, I don't know. I know with a lot of smartphones you have to go with a contract, or at least that would be the most affordable option, because if you don't, you're going to be in a world of hurt financially. It's going to cost you about as much as it would to get a nice laptop. But preferably they'd prefer you go with a contract, and as a result, you end up carrying extra baggage around in the sense that phones are coming out all the time. Android phones, there's like one every moment spitting out of the factory's mouths. With a GoPhone, you have the ability to upgrade to the newest handset as soon as the reviews are in, and if they're positive, you can go for it. You don't have to worry about waiting for Verizon to say, oh, your contract is up. I just think that prepaid plans offer so much flexibility, and I think that's the main reason they're so popular in Europe, because over there, their mobile phone culture is a lot more advanced. To them, mobile phones are more than just a tool, they are a way of life. Whereas over here in the United States, we see them as more of a necessity to get through our day. However, I think with the changing economy, we're starting to see more of a European model in the sense that I think GoPhone plans are on the rise, or prepaid plans in general. And I think the reason for this, the reason I say this, is because there are a number of Android devices coming up on the prepaid carriers as of late, especially Virgin Mobile. Let's take a look at Virgin Mobile. The Motorola Triumph, that is no slouch. That is a 1 gigahertz Android device. I think it's running, oh shoot, I can't remember what version of Android it's running. I don't know if it's Gingerbread, I doubt it, but $150 off contract. That is huge, and for $40 a month from Virgin, you can get unlimited data, unlimited web use, and I believe it was 300 minutes, but still $40 a month, and you don't have to worry about feeling locked in, because, like, again, that's why I love my AT&T GoPhone SIM card as well. With Verizon, if you were to sign up with them and get a smartphone, say, on contract, which I believe is how they prefer you to get it, and how, unfortunately, in terms of the economy, in terms of upfront cost, it would probably be the best route, because what you're looking at is $200 versus $600. Which would you rather have? But I do think that because we're trying to be more financially conscious in these times, GoPhone plans and other prepaid plans are on the rise. And I love that because they give you infinite flexibility, especially on the GSM side, where you can switch your plan with any number of phones. It's like having a portable landline. And what I mean by that, your landline allows you to use whatever phone you want. And here in the United States, unless you go with a prepaid plan and go with a prepaid plan that's a GSM-based carrier, you don't have that flexibility. And, you know, I honestly think that, like I said in the last video, contracts are of the devil. And once I get out and get to the point where I'm no longer on my family plan, I will definitely be going prepaid 100% of the time. And I'm just going to promote prepaid plans. I just think that they are immensely better, infinitely more flexible. It's just a fantastic thing, and I think that Europe has known this for many years because prepaid plans are a lot more popular over there. But then again, like I said, they switch out their phones regularly. We don't. But with technology as it is nowadays, I'm wondering if we may not start. But yeah, I honestly think that prepaid plans are the way to go. What do you think? Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome, and have a nice day.